This year's State of Unreal was crazy. Unreal Engine 5.6 is out right now and it's packed with updates. And yeah, Unreal Engine 6 is coming. And it's going to change everything. But we will get into that at the end of the video. For now, let's break down the most important updates from this year's State of Unreal, focusing on the tools and tech that matters the most to you as a developer. Right off the bat, we were blessed with a first look at Witcher 4. The demo was centered on Ciri and her loyal horse, Kelpie. They not only showcased amazing visuals, but also things like multi-character motion matching, allowing Ciri to mount Kelpie from any angle with perfectly synchronized animations. Kelpie itself uses Chaos Flash for machine-learned muscle animation, resulting in realistic skin and muscle deformation without compromising the performance. And they didn't stop there. Player choices triggered dynamic responses from NPCs, through which even minor choices triggered chain reactions, like those pigs not missing out on the apples that were just dropped. But then, the thing we all waited for. Epic casually announced the release of Unreal Engine 5.6 today. The focus of this update: performance. One of the biggest changes under the hood is the new asynchronous rendering pipeline. Not only that, Lumen and Ray Tracing have seen massive performance gains, running more than twice as fast as they did when UE5 first launched. But one of the most anticipated features people complained about for quite some time has finally arrived. Nanite Foliage. Instead of relying on billboards or low-resolution 3D models, foliage can now be rendered as high-detailed 3D geometry. Artists can now model every leaf and pine needle using modular nanite assemblies, which can be used to easily build various high-detail trees, which also support skeletal animations that are executed on the GPU. Also with this, LODs will be replaced with an adaptive voxel system that allows high-detail foliage while saving performance. Basically, it's a complete rethink of how foliage is built and displayed, and the adaptive voxel feature for Nanite Foliage will become available to all developers with Unreal Engine 5.7. Next, your water in Unreal Engine will also receive an upgrade. Instead of running performance-heavy fluid simulations in real time, developers can now pre-compute high-fidelity surface data and play it back at runtime as lightweight assets. This means your water can look just as good, but with a much smaller hit to performance. As I mentioned before, we got the introduction of multi-character motion matching, which allowed Ciri and Kelpie to seamlessly synchronize animations regardless of mount angle or speed. Not only that, but motion matching is now also available inside the sequencer. This enables developers to create smooth transitions from gameplay into cinematic cutscenes. These tools are being released as part of the new Unreal Animation Framework, which is included as an experimental feature in Unreal Engine 5.6. Next, streaming performance got some attention as well. For example, Epic introduced asynchronous physics state creation and improved runtime procedural content generation. In the Legacy City sample project, streaming time was reduced by a staggering 90% through those changes. Mobile development also got some love in 5.6 as well. Better default settings, improved scalability, and reduced package sizes all help developers target low-end devices without heavy optimization work. And a new mobile preview solution also has been added, making it much easier to test and tweak mobile builds. On the character side, people finally can use the Metahuman creator directly inside the Unreal Engine editor. So no more switching to a browser. You can create and edit metahumans entirely inside your projects. Alongside that, the new parametric body system allows you to adjust the entire body proportions of your characters. Not only that, when changing the body proportions, clothes will auto-adapt in real time. This makes scalable character creation not only more powerful, but actually practical for real production use. Epic has also pushed forward the real-time animation aspect of metahumans. Using Metahuman Animator, you can now drive high-fidelity facial animation from a simple consumer webcam. This is a massive leap for indie teams, streamers, and studios looking to bring characters to life quickly and with a minimal setup. These improvements collectively make metahumans more accessible and production ready than ever before. And to top it all off, Epic has updated the Metahuman license, allowing you to use metahumans in any engine and software of your choice. Building on that, Epic also announced a wave of new highly detailed asset packs coming to support world building at all scales. Starting with a highly detailed Paris environment from Scan's factory, featuring over 1,000 assets captured using the new Reality Scan 2. And this asset pack is already available. But that is just the beginning. A free batch of Megaskin assets is also set to roll out later this month. All of this content will obviously be accessible through FAB, and Epic Games finally announced that FAB will soon be accessible directly inside the Epic Games launcher. They listened to our prayers. One of the most surprising and developer-friendly announcements was Epic's update to their revenue model, introduced under the name Epic First Run. Through this program, developers who launch their games exclusively on the Epic Game Store will receive 100% of the net revenue for the first 6 months. After those first 6 months, the standard revenue share applies. Developers keep 100% of their first 1 million in net revenue per title per year, and beyond that, 88% of the revenue. On top of that, if you launch your game on the Epic Game Store, your Unreal Engine royalty rate across all platforms drops from 5% to just 3.5%. And for sales made specifically through the Epic Game Store, Unreal Engine developers pay no royalties at all. I would say this is a huge win. But for me personally, one of the biggest surprises were the announcements regarding the Unreal Editor for Fortnite. The upcoming scene graph system will finally be launched on June 7th, introducing a fully modular and hierarchical structure to levels which can be accessed and manipulated directly through Verse code. Just a couple of days later, on June 9th, creators will also get access to detailed performance metrics for all islands in Fortnite. For developers, you will now also have your personal Epic Developer Assistant, a GPT-powered tool that can take natural language prompts and turn them into working Verse code. And not only that, because AI-driven development becomes even bigger. Just recently, we got the AI version of Darth Vader in Fortnite, and Epic will release tools that let developers create their own AI-driven NPCs powered by large language models. These NPCs won't just talk, they will be able to respond dynamically, influence the game state, and deliver rich, unscripted interactions in real time. It's a glimpse into the future of interactive storytelling, and soon it will be part of your toolkit. But what really sets UEFN apart this year is how it is becoming a creative hub for some of the world's most iconic franchises. Following partnerships with LEGO, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and The Walking Dead, Epic is expanding even further. On June 27th, Squid Game will join the platform, followed next year by Avatar: The Last Airbender. And the biggest announcement of all, Star Wars. In partnership with Disney, UEFN creators will soon have access to official Star Wars assets, characters, and systems, allowing them to build fully playable Star Wars experiences directly inside Fortnite. It's a huge step forward, making UEFN a truly open and flexible platform where developers, from indie creators to full studios, can build high-quality experiences of their favorite IPs. This all leads to the bigger picture. Unreal Engine 6. Tim Sweeney shared his vision for Unreal Engine 6, which is to create a unified platform that merges the power of Unreal Engine with the accessibility and scalability of UEFN. The goal is that developers will be able to create a game once and deploy it across different platforms. Let it be Fortnite, other modding supported games, or as a standalone title across consoles, PC, and mobile. It will support both C++ and Verse. Beyond tools, Epic hinted at a broader open ecosystem. One where games can share content, logic, and even economies. And that basically wraps up the biggest announcement from this year's State of Unreal. Remember, Unreal Engine 5.6 is available right now, so be sure to download it and dive into all the new features yourself. A huge thanks to everyone supporting the channel, and if you want to keep up with all things Unreal, make sure to subscribe. And if you're just getting started or want to level up your skills, check out this video where I share 5 amazing free resources to learn Unreal Engine.